Okay, dig deep in your wallet. Hope for the best. Welcome into MidPoint for our daily segment. The Money Master, Newsmax Director of Financial Newsletters, Jeff Yastine joins us. All right, Jeff, go ahead and tell us good news, bad news on the market today.
So far, it's, I will say, marginally good news. You know, the Dow's up just about 20, 25 points or so, and it's kind of a muddle through day for all the broader indexes. They're in the green, but not by much.
How come? Is there any reason for that?
No, you know, we've been talking these last couple of days. We've seen a rebound, you know, from the lows of last week, and right now it looks like the market's either going to consolidate and move higher, or we see a turn back towards the lows. That's, of course, what everybody is holding their breath about.
Well, this is interesting because here's Julian Emmanuel, a UBS equity strategist, saying he believes investors are confused based on the unusually high number of questions he's getting about things like valuation. All right, now investors are confused. Would you agree with that?
I would. And a lot of it's just information overload. You know, you can see why we would all be rather bearish on things. At the same time, the backdrop as far as a reasonably improving economy, it's not great, but it's not bad either, and interest rates remain low, tend to offset all the worries about whether the Fed and the easing of stimulus is going to make a difference in supporting the stock market here.
Isn't it fair to say that, once again, you just mentioned the key word there, the Fed. Every time we come around to anything in the stock market, whether it's up, whether it's down, whatever, we're always hearing that we're waiting for the Fed to do something. Okay, so for the uninitiated then, what are we waiting on this time? Same old thing?
The key is just trying to see, with the Fed, they've been reducing the amount of stimulus, the amount of bonds that they buy each month. And when they finally sort of have the economy go cold turkey, where they're not buying any more bonds, this is basically the end of quantitative easing. The question is, well, what happens next? Will the stock market crater, or will it not?
All right, now, I also saw something else that noted that August is historically not a good month for stocks, and the volume is typically light. Is there any specific reason for that? Are we waiting to get to the end of the year? Is somebody waiting for the Christmas bonuses? I mean, there's got to be a reason.
All of the above. You know,
Okay.
August is the time when a lot of the big Wall Street types, they're out at their places in the Hamptons. Their junior guys are manning the trading desks, or their computers are manning the trading desks on Wall Street. And so it tends to be just slower, and most of the rest of us aren't really paying that much attention either. Wait till school starts, and then we move into September and October. That's when things start heating up a bit.
I'm waiting for that invitation to your place in the Hamptons, by the way. About a minute or so we have left here. 20 companies in the Standard & Poor's 500, including the drug maker Merck, Seagate, the computer storage company, and GM, reporting effective tax rates of 0. Here we go, Jeff. Every time you hear this, I guarantee you there's people out there going, here we go again. Major companies getting away without paying major taxes. It's not that uncommon anymore. They still do that. It's not like it just went away.
No, you know, we almost take it for granted. It's so common these days, and of course, it's feeding into this merger trend, M&A trend, where, you know, companies, and we've seen a lot of news about this, companies are trying to do these inversion deals where they're moving their headquarters offshore. Sometimes they're doing it, you know, with a paper transaction. Sometimes they're doing it by buying another company, like we saw Walgreens try to do, buying, I think it's called Boots Alliance, which is a big Swiss-based European pharmacy chain.
All right, Jeff, always a pleasure talking to you. We'll catch up to you again tomorrow. Make some money, all right?
Thanks, Ed.
All right, Jeff, thanks a lot. Hey, a reminder, be sure to get your copy of Warren Buffett's Next Door, the world's greatest investors you've never heard from, or heard of, I should say. You visit FIR411.com, FIR411.com. Visit that for Warren Buffett's new book, Next Door. Get it right there. All right, Ronald Reagan changed the world in many ways. He also tried to do his part in changing the really high ground. As the American Moment details his vision of the future, you'll know it as the Star Wars program.
I call upon the scientific community in our country, those who gave us nuclear weapons, to turn their great talents now to the cause of mankind and world peace.
On March 23, 1983, President Reagan surprised not only the nation, but members of his own cabinet and military by announcing an Oval Office address that the United States would embark on creating an anti-missile system to stop and destroy nuclear-tipped missiles in space. Reagan called the program the Strategic Defense Initiative, or SDI, while his critics quickly dubbed the program Star Wars. Still, the idea gained popular support and played a key role in undermining the Soviet Union and its arms buildup. By 1987, with his own nation facing economic collapse and unable to match the U.S. program, Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev capitulated and signed the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty. Within 4 years, the Soviet Empire itself would collapse, ending a Cold War that lasted more than 4 decades. You're watching An American Moment on Newsmax TV.